Happy International Women's Day! Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sheen. I am an Oxford and Cambridge graduate currently in Dubai. So today is the International Women's Day, which is celebrated across the whole world. And I thought that this year I want to do something a bit more special. The women in my life have played a big role in who I am today, who I aspire to be, and all of my achievement till date. But you know, as Michelle Obama says, it is very important that once we open doors for ourselves or other people open doors for us, that we make sure that the door remains open behind us for everyone else. So I started thinking, what video can I make that will have, you know, two goals out of it? The first one is to showcase all these wonderful women around me and what they have achieved and what they're doing and celebrate them on this International Women's Day. And the second part is also being able to inspire and motivate the next generation of young girls and women who, you know, are currently building themselves up. Honestly, it was a little bit selfish because I thoroughly enjoy this whole process personally. Firstly, I just get so touched that whenever I reach out to all of these people asking for their help with the video, I get such, you know, enthusiastic yes, and people are so willing to help. They go out of their way to help, and some of them I have to remind a few times because they're just really bad at remembering things. You know who you are. But in general, everyone is so enthusiastic to help. And this just shows, you know, that women are there just to help each other out in every situation possible when you have a solid network of the right people. And once everybody started sending me their videos, I just got so overwhelmed myself just watching them because I realized how diverse my group of friends are. Everyone is from different countries, they speak different languages, and they have had such different world experiences. And I think this is so interesting and so cool to be able to bring this whole group of women together. Okay, enough rambling. So what is this video about? I asked everybody the same question, which is, what advice would you give to your younger teenage self? Let's say around 14 years old. Random number, but you know, I think at 14, it is quite a decisive age. And I asked people to reply in their own native language because in the interest of it being International Women's Day, I really wanted to be very inclusive to make sure that everyone feels like, you know, they can relate to at least one person in this video. And I hope you do. And I cannot wait to share this with you. And at the end, you will have my answer. So here we go. Happy International Women's Day.
खुद से थोड़ा सा प्यार करो, क्योंकि कैसे होता है कि अब मैं पुराने पिक्चर्स देखती हूँ, पुरानी फोटोज देखती हूँ और फिर लगता है कि अरे मैं उस समय कितनी खुश थी, उस समय कितनी पतली थी, बट उस समय यही लगता था कि नहीं, आई एम टू फैट, आई एम नॉट हैप्पी विद माई बॉडी. एंड इन सब चीज़ों की वजह से मुझे कभी भी मेरे अपीयरेंस से प्यार नहीं था. मुझे हमेशा ऐसे लगता था कि मैं अच्छी नहीं दिखती हूँ, मेरे में ये फॉल्ट है, और वही चीज़ों को मैं याद रखती थी और अपने बॉडी से वही कम्युनिकेशन और वही मैसेजिंग रखती थी. लेकिन सच बात तो ये है कि मेरे 30 साल के लिए, मेरे 32 साल के लिए मेरे बॉडी ने मेरा बहुत साथ दिया है. उसने मेरे सारे डिसीजंस में मेरा बहुत बखूबी सपोर्ट किया है. एंड कभी ऐसे कोई हेल्थ इशू आई नहीं है, टच वुड, कभी भी कोई ऐसे हेल्थ इशू नहीं आई है, जो कितनी बड़ी बात है. तो मेरे यंगर सेल्फ के लिए बस यही मैसेज है कि बी अ लिटिल काइंडर टू योरसेल्फ. खुद से अच्छे से बर्ताव करो, खुद से प्यार करो.
Առաջինը կասե խորապես գիտակցիր սեփական արժեքներդ, նպատակներդ, թույլ եւ ուժեղ կողմերդ, վախերդ եւ ցանկություններդ, որովհետեւ դա քեզ հնարավորություն կտա ապրել այնպիսի կյանքով, որը ճիշտ է միայն քո համար եւ տարբերվում է բոլորից. Եվ դա չի նշանակում, որ կյանքը ավելի հեշտ է լինելու, ընդհակառակը դա կյանքը ավելի դժվար կարող է լինի, բայց մի խուսափիր, որովհետև կարող է եւ ավելի հետաքրքիր, լի դասերով եւ ուրիշ հրաշալի բաներով. Երկրորդը կասե միշտ փնտրիր ճշմարտությունը, որովհետև կյանքը լի է աղմուկով, թե դա կգա ուրիշներից, ընկերներից, ընտանիքից, անծանոթ մարդկանցից, մեդիայից, որևէ մի տեղից, թույլ մի տուր, որ այդ աղմուկը շեղի քո մտքերը եւ թող քո հյուսիսային աստղը, ճշմարտությունը առաջնորդի քեզ դեպի իմաստալից կյանք. Երրորդը ավելի փորձնական խորհուրդ է եւ կասեի ամեն անգամ որևէ մի հետաքրքիր գիրք ես կարդում, ֆիլմ ես դիտում, ճամփորդում ես կամ որևէ մի հետաքրքիր կյանքի փորձ ես ունենում, գրիր դրա մասին եւ երբ հնարավոր է ինքդ քեզ նկարահանիր, որովհետեւ երբ դառնում ես 30 անց, այդ բոլոր հիշողություններն ու դասերը մոռացվում են եւ կարեւոր է որ ամեն մարդ ունենա հիշողությունների եւ կյանքի դասերի որևէ մի հավաքածու, որը կարող ես կիսվել ուրիշների հետ եւ փոխանցել ապագա սերունդներին։ Եվ ամենավերջինը կասեի, որքան շուտ այնքան լավ սկսիր կարդալ Դոստոևսկի, C.S. Lewis եւ ամենակարևորը նոր գրականարանը։
واحد ما أخاف أقول لا، واثنين بغض النظر دائما أدافع عن الصح.
まだ自分の道は定まりきってないかもしれんけど、ぜひ自分がこれやと思ったものがあったら挑戦し続けてください。たとえそれが成功しても失敗したとしても、いつか必ずあの時頑張ってくれてありがとうと言える日が来ます。だから失敗を恐れないで、ちっちゃなことからでも挑戦してみてください。頑張って。
To recognize what you bring to the world that is of real value. Your integrity, your continuous searching for truth, and your delight in that truth, even though it may change over the years, and your compassion. And use that recognition to define success for yourself, not success as perhaps the world sees it. And celebrate every day the success and celebrate with gratitude.
Van alle dingen die ik tegen mijn jongens zelf zou willen zeggen, is er denk ik één wat het allerbelangrijkste. En dat is durf nee te zeggen. Durf nee te zeggen als je op dat moment niet lekker in je vel zit, als het gewoon allemaal niet meer lukt. Maar durf ook nee te zeggen als het gewoon allemaal te veel is. Denk goed na, als ik dit doe, kan ik die andere dingen nog met plezier doen? En kan ik nog de kwaliteit leveren die ik graag zou willen leveren? En het is heel belangrijk om dit te oefenen. En je zult merken dat als je nee zegt en een uitleg daaraan geeft, dat mensen dit vaak heel goed begrijpen. Ze zijn zelf vaak ook in die situatie. Dus dat advies zou ik mezelf mee willen geven. Oefen dit en kijk hoe het afloopt. En je zult merken dat het eigenlijk altijd goed afloopt. En als laatste bonusadvies, vergeet geen zonnebrandcrème op te doen.
Don't worry about anything, just live life, go with the flow, because you can't control absolutely everything in your life. Unexpected things happen, good or bad, and it's just important that you're present and enjoy the moment because they don't last forever. And with the negative things that happen, it depends on how you view it, because you have a choice to view it negatively or positively, and if you choose it negatively, you will feel rubbish, whereas if you choose positively, you will feel better. So happiness is a choice, in my opinion, and even when difficult things happen, it's just how you respond to it. And in the future, you'll see why you went through the difficult times, because life can be hard, but it's how you overcome them that makes you learn who you are. So don't worry about anything. You've got this. Mwah!
帮助大家互相成长，互相进步。因为我曾经听过这么一句话：你是你身边最亲近的7个朋友的平均值，因此他们是什么样的人，很大程度上就决定了你是什么样的人。你的朋友，他们很重要。
C'est que si tu veux que quelque chose arrive réellement, il suffit de simplement retrousser ses manches et de commencer à travailler.
Honestly, there's like hundreds I can think about, but for all the younger people here who are kind of not sure what they're doing in life, the best thing I can say is don't think too much, just do it. Like, the best things are, like, don't think too much about a situation, or don't think too much about something. Like, if your heart feels it, just do it. Like, I think it's really important that life is just too short, and if you want to do something, just do it. Like, it's not the end of the world, it's not that complicated, things aren't going to end, just basically do it. We think too much and we overthink and we make things more complicated than it needs to be. So take that flight, move to that new country, take that chance on love. What do you have to lose, honestly? Life is honestly so short, and in the grand scheme of things, like, my presence in this world means very little. I will be forgotten, as so many people have before me. In the grand things of scheme, the world has been around for, you know, millions and millions of years, and no one's going to remember me. I'm just a dot in this present moment, and therefore just make the most of life, honestly. Do what makes you happy, follow your dreams, and don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is honestly the thief of joy, and that's what makes most people really depressed and upset and sad about their life. Just do you. Some other things that I think are really important is just be good to others as well, and remember that you're here for the journey, but the destination is really where you want to get to. Specifically for me, because obviously I believe in the afterlife. You control how you react to every situation, so remember that, and you represent yourself, so that's something really important to remember. Stop trying to be like anyone else. You're the best at being you, so do you, basically. Most people play the short game, plan to play the long game. So most people play for short wins and are very short-term thinking, and plan for the long term, and you'll be much more happier. Live below your means. I would say I am where I am today because I've lived below my means. As I make more income in life, my standard of living and the way I live does not change much, and I think that's a really good outlook to have in life, because you'll be in a much better situation. And the biggest thing I wish I had known much earlier, when I was like 18, is you will not become financially independent working for someone else. Start your own thing, do your own thing, and invest. Investing is the best way to basically make sure you will be financially independent one day.
Do not doubt yourself. You're one of the coolest people I have ever come across, and it's crazy to me that there was a point where you just could not believe that. The second piece of advice I would give is continue endorsing your passions. You felt that you needed to follow the status quo and do what everyone else was doing, and you realized later on down the line that that was not for you, and you went back to doing what you were passionate about in the first place. So continue enabling your passions and rely on your community. You'll be surprised at how many people were so proud of you along the way.
Des conseils m'ont pensé, moi tu peux donner moi-même quand moi adolescence, c'est premièrement stress moins, parce que c'était déjà peu de travail, il n'est pas nécessaire de stresser en plus. Et deuxièmement, c'est essayer de passer maximum de temps avec 20 minutes content, parce que c'est pas pour tout le temps.
At 14, I was studious and I was committed to my studies. I really enjoyed school, actually. Puberty did hit me early, and honestly, I would say I was quite popular, really confident, and at the time I remember being super conflicted with my friendship circles. So the advice I'd give my 14-year-old self is embrace your identity. Of course, those are pivotal years. You are ever evolving as a teen and you're shaping who you are as an individual, but really your values don't change. Fortunately, I managed to just stay true to who I was, an ambitious, hardworking young woman, but I could have easily been swayed by others at school who weren't as studious, and I didn't actually go to a great school. It actually got shut down shortly after I left due to repeated failed Ofsted reports, so it was pretty terrible, but I'm glad I stay focused on my goals. And at the time it felt so sensible, it felt like the boring route, but it did feel right, and I knew that deep down. I guess if I could go back in time, I would just reassure myself that I'm really going to need discipline for these big ambitions, the dream to travel, to be enterprising, and to just do my own thing. I was really easily inspired as a teen, and I'm really proud of young Isha for just being so eager to explore different avenues, even though I didn't know anyone else who had done so.
Trust the process. Your hard work will pay off. You just do your best and let God do the rest. The second piece of advice I'd give my younger self is to not try so hard to fit into particular friendship groups or social spaces that you don't belong in, so much so that you compromise who you are. If you just be the best person that you can be, the right people will find you.
I always find it difficult to answer this question, this idea of giving advice to a younger version of myself, primarily because she made me who I am today. I think that whatever internal calculus she developed to discern good advice from bad advice and to take the decisions that she did, those decisions made me into who I am today, which is a place that I'm okay with. So I think there's some sense of arrogance in me to think that my older self has more wisdom now than my 14-year-old self did at that time. So I think the only thing that I want to say to my younger self is, girl, thanks.
First, I'm so proud of you. But back to the advice. This might sound cliche, but just be yourself and love yourself. Don't be afraid of doing mistakes. In fact, you will do plenty of those. But you will only grow stronger, and just be kind to yourself and to others.
Una sa lahat, kayang-kaya mo magtagalog. Medyo kakaiba yun para sa'yo dahil hindi ka nagtatagalog. Pero yun yung point ko. May mga bagay sa buhay na hindi natin inaasahan. Gustuhin man natin o hindi. Alam kong perfectionist ka at iniisip mo na alam mo na lahat. Pero trust me, you don't. At okay lang yun. Marami kang matututuhan sa mga pagkakamali mo, mapapansin mo ang mga tao na dapat nasa paligid mo, at matututuhan mo mag-set ng boundaries. So, magtiwala ka sa proseso, maging mabait ka sa sarili mo, at maging masaya ka sa bawat araw na paparating.
Live your best life because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So don't be scared to say yes to that new job you've been dreading. Take a risk, go traveling, make memories. Because 10 years from now, no matter what journey of life you'll be going through, those experiences, those memories will keep you going. And I don't want any of you to look back and regret the missed opportunities. So happy International Women's Day. Bye.
So my advice to my 14-year-old self would be, girl, you need to chill. I mean, honestly, you're way too stressed out. Things will work out. Stop worrying about the future and the longer future and the longer future. Because I know it is scary. I understand that it is really scary, and you feel like planning ahead means that you are protecting yourself from getting hurt or from things not working out. And I can tell you that so many things do not work out for us, but it is fine, because the things that do not work out for us were just not meant for us. And there are even better things that come in their place. So just chill and enjoy the moment. I know you're a really fun girl and you are having fun, but I do want you to switch off that little voice inside that keeps telling you that the future is scary. It is, the future is scary, I'll tell you that. And I am telling you, things do not work out. There are little hiccups along the way, and we might not get what we wanted, but at the end of the day, everything works itself out, and what we get is even better, and you can't even imagine the things that are coming your way. So just be patient with it and enjoy your moment, enjoy the now, because everything else will come at its own pace.